Makesha, and welcome to yet another video of Leto the Journey with me, Gaunonkosi. So, I actually went on my Instagram at Gaunomudimo and I've asked a few questions, chats with a young Gobela, so that everybody could actually ask me anything and everything that they wanted to know. Actually, my anxiety is shooting straight. I literally just got home not so long ago and I'm right. You know, guys, a lot of people are losing their lives. Ke hitile accident engwe e hectic whereby a lot of people actually just lost their lives there, and I'm just really grateful to have arrived home safe, right? But also, I'm also a bit disturbed because of what I have actually figured out. Not even figured out. Somebody sent me a video of my content on Leto the Journey playing on some TV channel, on the DSTV bouquet, whatever the case may be. I'm really not happy with people taking dilo tsa rona, tse eleng gore re di direla rona, and then you are going to put it on TV. Push your narrative or whatever documentary, I don't care, but not even having my consent to do so. Not even asking for my 2 cents to say, is it fine to do so? Next thing, bana ba batho ba tlhagile mo TV, and it's as if I'm actually benefiting something from that, which is very weird. If you're going to use my content, guys, and it's only very fair to actually talk to me about it and ask me for permission to do so. Let alone, halefe batho credit, re tletse mola re tlatsa le rirang. Why let's say content alone and make it work for you guys? Next thing, you're taking people's stuff and you're going, I'm not going to be excited because ke tlhagile on some TV channel. What's in it for me? Because there's a reason why you took it, so that it works for you, right? So and I'm not sure that it's going to end well. I'm really not sure it's going to end well, because the same people that bash us are the same people that want to make money from us and what we do in the name of culture, African. Why osabuile nna content? Why? Yo, but anyways, I'm gonna have a episode up on my YouTube channel, on my podcast, where I'll be talking about setso. And sometimes a lot of people would be asking themselves questions, you know, why did they choose you? You know, and with the knowledge that I have, I'm literally gonna share. So if you're really struggling about understanding your journey, where to start, how it came about, what could have happened, I think that is one episode that you wouldn't want to miss, right? Please do go check that out, right? So I'm going to be answering these few questions that I got, and I'm going to call it a night. Guys, honestly, like, with what I really saw, I don't know if I was supposed to celebrate that Leto was featured on some channel without my consent and go ahead. How are you telling my story without me in it? Without even understanding my narrative, where I'm going? But anyways, anyways, I'm still gonna come back with this whole thing. Like, I'm still trying to understand these people and what's what. I'm going to come here and talk about them and talk about it, because there's nothing cool in doing so, because it's obvious that these people are working on a documentary, gathering information from not even hearing from me, telling my story, showing my videos on a channel that they are benefiting from. Like, what's going on? Anyways, what advice would you give to your younger self? to always be myself. You know, I think growing up, I had issues with self-esteem, right? And because of what life had thrown at me at a very young age. Number one, the divorce of my parents, certain things man happened. Me going to initiation at a young age. I didn't understand at that point. Being a people pleaser, you know, why you lose a lot of friends. People don't seem to understand you. Having a powerful personality. Then I always had to like keep pokoto so that people could understand me, you know? So I think advice to my younger self would be yourself, and your tribe will find you, because it is so uncomfortable to be with people that you literally have to try so hard to vibrate on their frequency so that they accept you for who you are. And you know, for the longest of time, you know, if I was the one who was toxic in the situation, but I was never, I guess sure for a very long time, and it used to hurt me so bad. So I learned to be able to be friends with myself, be myself, and those who mattered would literally want to be around me, and those who didn't, I'd let go of that. I've grown to be so comfortable in my skin and understand that I'm beautiful the way I am, and then another woman's beauty is not an absence of my own, and that Lynn and I have a role to play mo botshelong. So I think I'd really tell my younger self to be yourself, and the world will just adjust to who you are. You are enough, and what happens to you, you don't really choose, but literally just work on being better, you know, and it's just okay to be you. Just be you. Yeah. What would you like to change about your life if you could? What would I like to change about my life if I could? You know, Khanti, the outcome and what life throws at you, you really get to get so anxious. I think I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like everything is a kapilo. And that is the one thing, like being able to just take things as they are at first instinct and just be okay with it, because I'm an overthinker and things get to me, right? Especially the things that people put you through, and ask yourself, Hore, did I really have to go through that? You know? Ke batla go amogela botshelo ka mokgwa o boleng ka teng, modimo a mphe matla go amogela dilo tse ke sa kgoneng go di fetola, you know? And learn to just grow from everything that I go through without even blaming myself first for the things that life throws at me, right? So I think that would be one thing, that in every season of my life, and not having to sit down and think about it, stress about it. Like I'm a stressor. I would literally sit down and stress. Like, so yeah. What part of yourself do you take care of the most? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and financial? I think right now it's my mental state part, the mental part of my life, because being one person that has been through mental issues in terms of depression, fighting anxiety, and everything that I had to literally go through that I've learned to take care of my thoughts and how I talk to myself, love myself, because I can't love others if ke sa kgone go ithata self and accept my flaws. And accepting where I am with life, because if you don't tend to accept who you are and being comfortable in your own skin, you can't find it weird when people find it hard to accept you. Like my gifts, and understanding that I'm called for a higher purpose and I'm not like every other person was the biggest thing that I've once done for myself, because I used to shy away from who I was. I never wanted to talk about it because people are very judgmental, and I never really wanted people to know that side of me, because people would see me as ka no wangaka, and you know how lengaka people have this misconception and you'd always be seen as the person who's causing things to go bad in people's lives, omoloi, and all of that. So it took me a very long time to come to terms with who I am and accepting myself for who I am and falling in love with myself fully. So my body, being body shamed and and especially coming from somebody who was very petite and can now walk feet and all of that. So, adjusting was actually very hectic. So, it was so easy for people to use your flaws against you because you've not accepted them. Like, being a person with Filori, I had to always have hair. I never wanted short hair because I had like a forehead, and people would always that was my biggest insecurity, right? I until I understood that actually this is what makes me beautiful, and I wore my flaws and all of that. But you guys, the questions that you're asking have nothing to do with Bugobela. But anyways, let's keep going. And I think this is one video that can also go on my personal channel, but I don't know. I'll see what to do with it. Thank you for keeping us going, OC. You give us so much hope. Thank you so much. I love the feedback. I love the messages that you guys send me. It literally humbles me. I really don't know the role that I play in people's lives with just being myself, because my world changed the moment I literally stepped into being fully myself and doing everything that makes me happy, not living according to people's expectations, and just doing me. That was the first step of literally my life changing for the better, right? So anyways, how to start your spiritual journey as a teenager. You don't even need to be a teenager, an old person or what. You just need to accept and listen to your guides and allow yourself to be guided. That's that. You just need to allow yourself to be guided, because it's a gift that was given to you that can be easily taken away if you do not take care of it and do things accordingly and the way your ancestors would expect you to do them. So a lot of people are gifted and they go to initiation and things stop working because they start doing things and thinking they're the ones who are owning this gift. You always need to allow yourself to be guided. It's not kore e tshwana le kerese gote sepateng se dila lona se ke la ba le ditlhong kore le Bible ya bua gore boloka gore modimo a tla go fe malatsi a botshelo, boloka gore dio tsa go di tle di gole. So if you're going to go and train to be a healer, gona le sangoma gona le a healer, there's stages of everything in this journey, right? So if you don't allow yourself to go through everything so that you can go to the next step, then the process will end there. And the moment it ends there, then it doesn't work the way it should. That is why batho ba le bantsi ba na le bo mowa sa tlholo bereka sentle, o simolla o lwala, o botsa gore batho ba go lora mong go dira, simolla o lwala, o khobola, do tsa go di sa go tsamaile sentle because ntho ya gago ha e bereke. It had literally stopped at a certain point. So that is what's making things very difficult for people. Okay, I think I answered what part of yourself do you take care of the most? Firstly, my mental state, my emotional state, because I'm a very emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and everything that I do, I put my heart in it. If ke a go rata, I will literally show you. I will literally go the extra mile in making you understand that. And obviously my spiritual is like an all-round. Kore, it's an umbrella holding everything within, because I'm spiritual, and my first instinct to every problem is to pray. That's always the case. And then financial, obviously, you really work hard to get to where you want to be. And it's unfortunate that some things won't just work out the way you want them. And they're seasoned to our lives. So, yeah. And the physical, really, you can work to actually be whatever you want. You can go to gym if you're not okay with who you are, but I've learned to embrace the changes that I see, because obviously the grow-up version, the older version of me won't be the same as my younger version, whereby it matures. So there are certain things that you can do, man. People go for lipo, so I think you can always work on getting the body you want, right? But it's unfortunate that some people have certain conditions, and yeah, so hey, it's tough in these young Gobela streets. Trust. Does it seem like it's going to be an easy day? Listen, it was not an easy day. It started off beautifully. I was with people that really mattered to me. My everything. And the accidents, almost going into an accident, I realized that life is very short and anything can happen at any time. We really need to be grateful for botshelo. My anxiety literally just shot straight up, and I've never prayed so hard because anything can happen, and you understanding and seeing your life flash in front of your eyes. Oncoming. You don't know do I start praying? What do I do? Yeah, being in such a situation, that's when I knew, hey, you know what, this life thing, it's not easy. So it was a bittersweet day. What Kupulas wants to gogo? Praying and listening to your guides and doing exactly what they really, really would want you to do, because it's different for every one of us. So it's different for each one of us. It's a thing of you understanding what your ancestors want from you or your guides. I ask because other gobelas have seen flames out here. Okay, Togosam Kulu, haven't you experienced like serious challenges with initiates? I ask because other gobelas have seen flames out here, betrayal, being poisoned, etc. Listen, that being the last question. I've seen it and I continue to see it. I think with my last video, I did mention when we had chats that I've gone through the most with initiates. I've poured out my heart to initiates that gone back to actually betray me. And it's so easy for people to believe certain things that I said about you, because these are people that literally were staying with you or were in your space for a very long time. So, I mean, if you stay with somebody for a very long time, it's easy for people to actually take everything that you tell them. And it's usually the people that you thought actually knew you better that would literally believe in the things that people say about you. People will drag you. People will lie about you. People will hurt you. And that, in a nutshell, initiates. You need to understand that Khobereka Kabatu is not an easy thing. The challenges that you go through are meant to actually grow you. Like, you need to take those stones and build a house. Initiates will take you through it all. Like, you would literally go the extra mile for an initiate that will actually tell you tomorrow what they didn't ask you. Is an initiate home next week, and things start being different, or the initiate starts acting out. So it's never easy, especially training people. Different personalities. Time, the extra class to make sure that they perform at their highest. So that is life, and it's not even about also initiates, it's also about people. You will do things for people that will in turn go back and bite you. You understand? So I've grown so much. I've gone through very painful situations with initiates, and I'm still going through them. But I think I'm better than I was before, because I keep growing from everything that I go through. And all of these are challenges, because you understand that some initiates are sent to come and test you. Some are here to actually give you some character development. Some are here to make you grow as a gobela. Some are here to also train you as a gobela. Some are here and some are angels, and they'll forever be. So, people are different, and you'll never really know and understand reasons, but you need to understand the lesson behind it. Sometimes you don't even deserve it, but you're just like, what the hell? But anyways, yes, I've answered all the questions that were asked, and to actually take my mind off a lot of things also, because but in overall, I had a very beautiful weekend. Life happens, things happen, and we just pray for better days and look forward to great ones. We grow from everything we go through. Stay prayed up. Always have a grateful heart, and grow from everything you go through. I was not always the angel in every situation that I've gone through or have found myself in, but I always try and be the better person, or I always try and rectify where I can, or learn from everything that I go through. We are not perfect as Digobela, we are human, we make mistakes, and we are allowed to. But it's unfortunate where we find ourselves in, and it's very unfortunate, especially if you're young, because there's a whole lot of things that you actually have to give up. But anyways, it's a journey. Life is a journey, bruh. Like, allow yourself to live. Yeah, and that is also one advice I'd give to my younger self. Allow yourself to live regardless of what people expect from you, because life is a journey. Nobody died and came back to tell us, live your life the best way you know how, make it make sense to you, so that when you're an ancestor and not making their lives difficult because you now want to live life the way you were supposed to and you didn't, because it was a thing and live le. Yes, and that is it from me. Good night. Galarata. Let's stay prayed up, guys. And yeah, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you to everybody who follows Leto. Thank you to everybody who watches ads. Thank you for everybody who's rooting for Leto. This is only the beginning. I think I see Leto growing in so many ways that no weapon formed against us will prosper. All these other things that happen are challenges, are all part of the process and the journey. I didn't start this thing for me, but it was a thing that I had to start because my ancestors felt the need. So, yeah, God knows I've always said to myself, and I've always found myself in things that I actually thought would never me. So everything is a challenge, everything is a journey, and you can't grow from your comfort zone. So Thokozani Maketla, stay prayed up. Understand where you come from, where you're going, what you are about, and stay steadfast in believing that nobody is higher than Mudimo le Badim. So, yeah. I shall see you on the flip side.